Hey everyone! Before we begin, please subscribe. Today, I'm sharing a true story from my real life, something I've never talked about before. Stay till the end because the ending changed everything for me. I am Amelia Rose, and this is my voice finally speaking after a long silence. I am lying in a hospital bed, surrounded by machines that hum softly, like strangers trying to comfort me. The walls are pale, almost afraid of color, and the window beside me shows a sky that keeps changing while I remain still. No one sits by my side. No familiar footsteps approach my door. This room holds my body, but my memories roam freely. I remember a life before this bed, before the IV lines and the smell of antiseptic. I remember laughter that once filled my small apartment, the sound of my own footsteps rushing through busy mornings, and the warmth of people who used to need me. Being alone here hurts more than the illness itself. Nurses come and go, kind but hurried, and when the door closes, the loneliness returns like a heavy blanket. I talk to myself in my head, replaying moments that once made me smile. I wonder how life became so quiet. Yet, even in this emptiness, something inside me insists on telling my story. Maybe if I speak it aloud, even if only to the walls, I will remember who I am beyond this bed. There was a time when my life was gentle with me. I used to wake up early, sunlight spilling across my kitchen floor as I brewed my morning tea. I worked as a community librarian, surrounded by stories, voices, and endless curiosity. Children would run toward me with books clutched in their hands, and elderly visitors would stay just to talk. I felt useful, needed, and deeply alive. My evenings were simple but full. Long walks, handwritten letters, soft music playing while I cooked. I had friends then, or at least people who felt like family. We celebrated small achievements, birthdays, and quiet victories. I believed happiness was permanent, something you earned once and kept forever. I never imagined a day when silence would replace all that noise. Those days feel distant now, like photographs fading at the edges, but they still warm me when the hospital nights grow long. Life does not shatter all at once. It cracks slowly. I began feeling tired, then weaker, then afraid of stairs I once climbed easily. Doctor visits became frequent, smiles became forced, and conversations shifted from dreams to test results. Friends meant well, but worry made them uncomfortable. Some stopped visiting. Others promised they would come and never did. My family lived far away, and distance slowly turned into absence. I told myself I was strong enough alone. I had always been. But strength has limits, and mine were quietly eroding. I kept working until my body refused to cooperate, until books felt heavier than they should. Losing my independence hurt more than any diagnosis. I felt like I was disappearing while still breathing. The day I was admitted to the hospital felt unreal. One moment I was standing in my apartment. The next I was surrounded by bright lights and urgent voices. I remember signing forms with shaking hands, realizing no emergency contact would arrive. That truth settled deeply into my chest. In this hospital room, time behaves strangely. Days blur together, pain comes in waves, physical pain that burns, and emotional pain that sinks quietly. At night, I stare at the ceiling and wonder how many people know I am here. The answer frightens me. I feel forgotten, like a book left on a shelf no one visits anymore. There are moments when I break, when tears come without warning and my chest tightens with questions that have no answers. Why me? Why now? What did I do wrong to deserve this loneliness? I envy patients who receive visitors, who complain about crowded rooms and noisy relatives. I would give anything for that noise. I feel angry at my body, at people who left, at myself for believing I didn't need anyone. Pain teaches harsh lessons. It strips you down to truth, and the truth is, I am scared. One afternoon, a volunteer named Clara sits beside me. She doesn't rush. She listens. She asks about my life, not my illness. For the first time in weeks, I feel seen. I tell her about the library, the children, the books. She smiles and says my voice sounds like a story worth hearing. That night, I sleep better. I realize connection doesn't always come from family. Sometimes it comes from strangers who choose kindness. That thought plants something hopeful inside me. Healing is not just medicine, it is a decision. I start talking more, asking nurses their names, thanking them sincerely. I begin writing my memories on hospital paper. Each word feels like reclaiming a piece of myself. My body is still weak, but my spirit begins to rise. I stop waiting for people who may never come and start being present for myself. I learn that survival is an act of courage. I imagine returning to the world with a new understanding. I dream of starting a small reading group for patients like me, people who feel invisible. Pain has changed me, but it has also softened me. I no longer measure life by productivity, but by connection. Even suffering has taught me empathy. I realize my story does not end in this bed. The day I am discharged feels like stepping into sunlight after a long storm. I walk slowly but proudly. The world looks sharper, more precious. I am not fully healed, but I am alive. That alone feels miraculous. I promise myself I will never disappear quietly again. This is not a story about illness, it is a story about resilience. I am Amelia Rose. I was alone, afraid, and broken, but I did not give up. Happiness returned, not as loud laughter, but as peace. The lesson I learned is simple. Even when no one is watching, your life still matters. And as long as you can speak, your story is not over. Thank you for listening to my story and for learning the lesson it carries. If this story touched you and you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel and stay connected for more true stories based on real-life experiences.